Hello and welcome to Devcast Stops. Today it's just me and James, and
Hello.
hopefully we'll finish what we nearly got done last week, but then ran out of time. So we're going to pick
I
up
mean,
with
we have
the
said that every week for the last 3 years. I mean, we've not been doing this that long.
3
I'm pretty
years.
sure every stream we've been like, hopefully we'll finish this today, and we've never finished anything.
We've got some things working.
And then we've rebuilt it into something else.
Got more infrastructure than we saw in week 1, but no, we're carrying on with the CSI for Nomad to make our persistent storage a little bit smarter. So we've spun the client back up, but haven't done a huge amount with it. So get your screen up and we can carry on from there.
Yeah. So as we spent a long time on the stream last week trying to get the controller up, I was like, I'm going to spend some time after the stream because I had some time before bed, and then if I need to during the week, and I'm going to work out what's wrong and get it to work. Literally 10 minutes after the stream, I realized this needs to not be this was a double slash, which is standard file path schema stuff, which is like how you expect it. No, it just needs to be a single path, single forward slash, and it works.
I think we took it away at some point during the stream as well, but then copied and pasted another config block back in and put it back in.
I have no idea, but probably never ran it while it was just a single slash. So as to show, the Michael job. So as to show there's nothing working, no variable storage, no CSI plugins. And then I'm going to bring over my terminal, Nomad job run. I'm in the wrong directory. Oh, well.
Also, we need to run Docker first, unless we've run it beforehand, because our infrastructure destroys itself at the end of each stream. Docker.hcl, surely.
Yeah, I'm just going to... There's also no reason for me to not be in that file. So, okay, let's just make sure that Docker's happy. Oh yeah, it's fun. Minecraft just span up and ran successfully as we turned the server on. But we have killed it because it uses up the entirety of this server's resources. So it's not the best thing to have running while we're trying to work on the box.
I think I told it to use all but a quarter of the CPU core, so we would have a quarter of a core to work with, which I don't think any of the other jobs would be able to run until we use at least 300, I think. CPU
allocations. We'll tell it to use that amount, whether they use it or not.
Yeah.
So that should be Docker happy.
Yeah, Docker's really quick normally. Just takes a while.
Oh, so because the plugin is set up as a system plugin, it has seen we have Docker running and is like, cool, I'm going to start. Don't know why it failed, but oh, don't think I pushed my changes. We need this, which...
Oh yeah, because I would have run the Ansible, which
someone didn't pull the latest Ansible.
No, I forgot that we changed the Ansible.
I can also run it if that's useful, but
I can just pull it and run it quickly in the background. Yeah, I'll let you know when it's all up.
So yeah, I think the first thing we do today is there's this run node service false. I'm going to see what happens if you change it to true. I'm sure there's a reason not to monolith this stuff, but having for what we're doing, having one service that controls everything is fine. Is good for us.
We should back up and running. You should
back up and running. Oops.
I guess it will just automatically try again because the service will restart and it'll try and allocate it. Might try and put Minecraft going again. I don't know.
I'll need to... Oh, so I stopped Minecraft, so Minecraft shouldn't restart. But I will need to put Docker on it again.
Well, you just restarted the service.
Will it? Oh, just restarted, yeah, okay. So yeah, the controller's running. That looks happy. So now if I go into storage, plugins, There we go. One available.
One happy plugin.
One happy plugin, and then you can see it tells you there. Version 2, no volumes, and you can see how much resource it's using. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this to true and change this to monolith.
I guess if we were expanding this, yes, we'd set up a controller and then is it nodes? But
yeah, you'd
have one client in this case. Doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, I think you'd probably want one controller and a few nodes, depending on how those things work. So that's the monolith. And now I'm going to go Nomad job run CSI.
If we're running this, and is this going to cause a problem because this is taking up 500 CPU units, and I think Minecraft wants all of them. So are we either going to have to downsize Minecraft or upgrade server size to get these to run together?
Oh, probably. I haven't thought that far ahead. So, okay, we have a controller, a node. I'm curious if they have any interesting logs.
I guess it's something that I wouldn't have even thought about when setting up CSI. The thought that we'll have to allocate some resources to run it compared to the other way we do persistent storage, which is a volume mount, which is set up fairly quickly and easily, but is server specific. But once it's mounted, you don't need any additional resources. It's just a different disk space.
This should only need resources to mount and to unmount. But you don't want it to be like you can only mount or unmount before the server. So if we now go on to suppose topology, this is what's used. So we've got time out memory. I mean, I don't think it needs this many resources. We can probably shrink this by a significant amount.
Well, I think Docker runs off 300 CPU. The memory, I guess, I can't remember what was the limit when we were trying to start it up. Because I remember when we were building the server to begin with, we were trying to run Minecraft and it was crashing purely because it didn't have enough RAM.
Yes, Minecraft needs quite a lot. Okay, so Minecraft. So we are using 4,000 CPU, which we don't have. So I'm going to change this. Let's change this to 3. And 750, which we do have. So this should run, I think.
Because I think I dropped the memory utilization because it was struggling. Was it 7?
I don't know where you've run it to. I don't know if I pulled your changes for it.
I assume so. Let me.
I don't think this is the correct volume mount anymore. Type host. No, this is a host mount. So I need to
CSI.
I assume the source will be the ID, which is this one. I should probably look into volume block. So this is group volume, CSI, and there's a source, read-only, attachment mode. Probably something we care about. Okay, let's actually have a read what some of these do. So per alloc specifies the source of the volume should have the suffix n, where n is the allocation index. This allows mounting a unique volume per allocation as long as the volume source is named appropriately. For example, volume mount Minecraft. Okay, so I don't think we need that one. Attachment mode was the one I saw.
Oh, there was another one about.
The following fields are valid for CSI. So there's access mode. Defines whether volume should be available concurrently. So I think single node writer.
I wouldn't have thought we'd want this volume to be available concurrently. That would cause all sorts of problems.
So X mode is going to be single node writer.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm just going to dump these in the order.
Can we have a single node reader as well?
Yep, there's single node reader only and single node writer, which is good. So if you just wanted one node to write and one node to read, you could do that. I'm
just curious if you have it set as single node writer, whether it can still be read by other nodes.
I've no idea. Maybe something to play with.
Because it's not the end of the world. If it could have, that might be some interesting things we could do, like pulling statistics out about what's going on and dumping them elsewhere. But
the access mode and attachment mode together must exactly match one of the volume's capability blocks.
Do we have any capability blocks in our volume?
No. What's the capability block? So I think this needs to be file system. To mount the volumes using CSI file system API, other storage providers will support block device. I think we want file system. Mount options. I don't think we want any options. And then we need to do volume mount. Cache which is GCP. And then destination is,
I guess, be /Minecraft still.
Yeah, I mean, let's oops, don't pump the mic. Let's see what happens. Nomad. Oh, should I install Java or should I just use them? Let's install Java. That'll make things faster as well.
Do we need Java for this?
I'm just running the Minecraft stuff, so yes.
It will have I'm just trying to think. Because it will have installed it to the... I can't remember where it installs.
No, so Minecraft installs Java with it. If you don't have Java installed, then it stores it. It installs that inside the allocation.
Yeah.
Which means when you lose the allocation, you lose Java.
Yeah, because it would have gone to the host storage. Would that? Yeah, it would have gone to the disk.
Let's give it a sec. I realize I'm looking at things not on the screen, which is maybe not the best streamer experience.
I'm going to show all those juicy details of the logs. That green box.
I mean, Java does take quite a while. Though it says it's finished.
There's always that little bit of the lag with...
There you go. Driver Java healthy.
Yeah.
Cool. So now if I go Nomad run Minecraft CSI.html.
I wonder if we could modify the poll rate of the... I assume it's JavaScript that it's running in the front end of some description to get it to poll the client a little bit faster.
Don't think this has worked. Oh,
pending. There won't be enough space.
Missing CSI volume.
Well, what did we?
Plugins. It should be this, I think.
I'm just trying to remember how we set up the volume previously. I just wonder if there's anything that needs to go into the client host.
Oh, this might be in this block, because you're saying these things need to match a block.
The example I have is within like a job and under a group, it's got a volume.
Yeah, so I've got group volume and then task.
And the volume
mount.
The name of the volume mount is the name of the volume that is pulled in.
So this says the storage API that's using the volume, the access mode and attachment mode together must exactly match one of the volume's capability blocks. Assuming this needs a capability block in it. We don't know what a capability block is.
So there's you can have capability like access mode, single node writer, attachment mode, file system is probably what we want.
Yeah, but I don't know if within the CSI plugin itself I need to specify them.
You need to add the following resource. Sorry, to your Terraform stack. So it's outputting the string. That's weird. It doesn't actually say what it does, but it just outputs it from the Terraform they're running for this.
Capability block. Capability block allows validating the volume meets the required capabilities. You must provide at least one capability block, and you must provide a block within each capability you intend to use in a job's volume block.
So
that looks like in here you can add capability. Okay, within here, I never actually write volume here. I just have CSI plugin. Sound ID, plugin ID. Oh, this looks like I have to create a volume. So there's then like a volume register command. Nomad volume. This command takes in one input. Okay, so it looks like there is an extra.
This little Nomad stuff is that generate that volume.
Yeah, this thing. So I don't know if I just need capability and then this stuff.
I guess sure, give it a go.
Volume.htl. Okay. ID Minecraft.
You might want to. That's just at the wrong level. It's not in your Nomad directory.
Oh yeah, good point. That would have caught me out. Type CSI external ID.
I guess it can be that random string. Does it really matter?
I should probably read the things. Unique ID of the volume. Namespace. Namespace name. Display of the volume. Type CSI external ID. The ID of the physical volume for the storage provider. Example of the. Oh, so this looks like it doesn't create. It links drives together. So this will attach the drive we've already got, I think.
Okay.
Did we create? What type of drive did we create?
It is just a data, a standard like disk. It's nothing fancy.
And what we're doing here is compute persistent disk, which is what you're using. So fingers crossed. I'm just logging into the thing on my other screen so I can then make sure I'm not showing things I shouldn't. Okay.
Yeah.
So disks. It's just what this one.
Yeah, you might be actually been able to grab it from the TFC because we pass it between workspaces. The state states that. But that
this is just giving a name.
I think that's all that we use to mount in
the
other one. So
okay. That's the wrong thing. This one, and then plugin ID. The idea of the CSI plugin. This says that I assume. Or do you think this is the ID?
So
ID of the CSI plugin.
That would seem to make sense.
This one.
Yeah. So the bit they're running in the example that I have, I'll put it in Discord. They essentially get Terraform to output a string into a HCL file. Oh god. I really should get better at formatting things in Discord.
Oh yeah, type, ID, name, external ID, plug. Oh yeah, plug ID is that, and then capability mode.
Yeah,
is Vita.
They dump that into volume.hcl, and then volume. Still need to.
And then, do you think they run the?
Yeah, my brain's still in. Yeah, Nomad volume register volume.hcl. That's how they pull that through.
Controller validate volume, CSI controller, RPC injector volume ID is invalid, failed to get ID, expected. Oh, okay. I'm glad it's giving me exactly what it wants. That would have been painful to try and work out.
Yeah, I think it probably could have given you a little bit more information from the Terraform because it's pulling. I could have expanded what those.
So this is
volume ID. So it'd be the persistent disk ID, was it?
So it's this, and then I just have to work out. I just have to do projects. So it's that projects dev cost. Oops. I've lost the terminal. That one. Go.
Nice.
So storage, we have a volume.
I can't remember if we had a volume before.
Nope, we had no volume before.
The disk doesn't show up, does it? Even though it's in the config.
No, this is the how it sits, and then missing CSI. Oh, that now needs to be the volume name, which is Minecraft.
I feel a little bit of this like maybe we should have created another disk for this instead of just writing to the same disk and hoping it doesn't hit the same point on it.
If it hits the right disk, this will just work. if it's the same point on the same disk, this will just work.
I guess that's true.
Because we're not deleting anything. We're running the same Minecraft code on the same disk. If you really want to,
that's all right.
We can run a new disk. We have a placed. We have a allocation in storage. It's dead though.
Does it?
CSI hook failed mounting volume. Dev SDA already mounted or mount point busy.
That makes sense, probably.
Okay, let's log into the box.
Let's say, just check. Oh, I've been messing around with file systems all day today. and having discs mount the same disk allocation mounted at different mount points on, well, not different mount, I guess different disk bays. I'm not sure what's the /dev/
It is mount points. No, it's not technically mount points.
No.
It's I don't know.
Yeah.
Minecraft dots dev cast.com. Damn.
Just do 10.64.0.2.0.7.
Oh, I didn't put 10
No.
64.2.7. Was that right?
Was it 10.0.2.7? I think
10.027.
Yeah, 10.2.0.7.
Oh, yeah, that sounds more right. Need to start doing this before every stream. I was like, I'm not going to need to log into this box. Why do I need to mount? LBS. Nope.
LSBLK, that's the one.
LSBLK. So / yep. And it's mounted into the alloc correctly. Oh, wait. Has it just worked? Output. Yeah, because you've done B.
Yeah,
that's
GCP that's the manual. Manual in quotations. The answer will mount
is already in B. SDA. Okay, let's stop this.
So what will it then? Surely it won't unmount.
This should unmount. Well, sorry, this should unmount the Minecraft stuff.
Yeah, unmount the Minecraft stuff, and then we still have the opt. It feels like a really silly thing to have the same disk mounted 2 different ways onto a server.
I can unmount that server.
It's fine.
I mean, no, so I agree. I think we don't like by default, we wouldn't have that mounted. Is the plan we wouldn't have that mounted. So I think we should unmount it. Nomad is currently not running for me. Sorry, it's the alloc is. Okay, this is stopped, but it's instead is recovering.
I wonder if it takes a while just to unmount it, if it gives like a grace period.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is still in a like recovering mode. This is not happy.
Yes, you want to unmount the disk while we wait for that to try and.
Is it you mount?
Yeah.
So,
dev SDB should do it. /dev /sdb.
/dev /sdb sdb sudo, because
yeah, that's not mounted. So if you do df-h, you'll see
all
the
yeah
points.
df- yeah, that's yeah, because this saying
that's all the disks, and then you can see where they're attached.
Yeah. So the actual error we were getting was it's really hard to read. It's saying dev SDA already mounted.
I wonder
or mount point busy, which I think the disk was already mounted because it's also SDB, isn't it?
Yes. We have that disk in, let me just check. We have a configuration in the.
Wait, have I mounted the wrong disk?
No, I don't think you've mounted.
I picked the wrong disk.
What have you mounted? The Factorio?
No, I mounted Nomad Client 1, whereas I want Nomad Data. Nomad Client 1 is its disk.
I did wonder why it was 20 gigs.
But yeah, this is the wrong disk because Nomad Client 1. So I now need to deal with Nomad on mounting. I mean, that'll explain why the disk is already mounted, because it's trying to mount its own hard drive. Exit Nomad volume. No, volume. Deregister. Oh, there's a create as well. I'm curious. I thought the ID was Minecraft. Oh no, that's ID. Oh no, that's allocation ID.
I'm just looking in the hard mount, but I think it goes to a path. It doesn't go to a disk necessarily. So there's nothing mounted.
Oh, I just spelled Minecraft wrong.
Yeah,
there's a T in. There's no T in Minecraft. Okay,
Minecraft.
So this allocation is connected, which is causing problems. It's just not happy.
If you restart Nomad on the box, will that kick it? It's one of these things that I assume would resolve itself with time, but in the interest of...
Who has time? System CTL restart Nomad.
Just going to burn everything now. Nothing. I guess it's trying to gracefully exit, and if it's failing to unallocate, it's probably not particularly happy.
I mean, it's trying. It's not particularly happy, but... Okay, that says it's being drained. So that client is now not doing anything. There's no jobs running. Minecraft has disappeared. If I can avoid stopping it, it's still running. So that's good.
It says deactivating though.
That's because I did stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do we want to try and create a node? Do you want to try and see if I can create a volume? Or do we want to try and register what we've been doing so far?
If we try and create a volume, what would it create? Would it...
Don't know. Because there's a create option.
I'm curious as what that input would be.
We find out. I'm going to spell Minecraft correctly. And let's go Nomad. I mean, we have a thing. Let's try and... Okay. Controller query failed. Controller plugin, return fail, calculation log more. Volume key, neither zonal nor regional. Failed to create volume key to volume ID.
Because I guess you're mapping it to a volume in the file.
Well, no. So this is just this is just here. So I'm just creating Already. So it's failed to turn Minecraft because it's not zonal or regional. Maybe I've set the ID to being like EUS2 or something. Because this is a that's a Kubernetes. That's a like how
The CSI just works.
how CSI, yeah, how the CSI may need volumes to be called particular things. Oh wait, yeah, it says check the controller logs. We have controller logs.
I guess if you're telling it to create it, it probably needs information about where and how. I wonder also if if the service account we're using for this has enough permissions to create volume.
So here's the access. Here's the error.
Do you want to read it out? It's a little bit small.
Failed to convert volume key to volume ID. Volume key is neither zonal nor regional.
I wonder what the zones and regions are.
I mean, I could guess what the zone is.
It'll be EU West.
US2. Do we care about this, or should I just mount the image? Because I have no problem going images are controlled by Terraform for now.
I mean, let's mount the image and see if we can get this working with the mount image, because we have our persistent data disks. I think if it's just creating a compute disk, there's no real value if you in taking that out of Terraform and having them predefined.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if we were to, I guess even if we were to do it with something, I still have no idea what Google's storage is called. I just assume it's like Google storage, their blob storage. And,
so that is now up and is connected to Nomad data, yes?
Is that what the drive's called? Let me have.
There is 3 disks: main server, Nomad client 1, and Nomad data. That Nomad data should maybe be renamed, but I know that's though it's currently in use, but that's fine.
Yeah, because it'll still be attached to the server.
Yeah.
I forgot it still has outputs. This does not.
Oh wait, I spelled the. It didn't fix my spelling mistake in both locations.
I'm just trying to remember how I mapped all of the GCP resources together in Terraform, because I think I just pull it directly from the state file. I don't need to use the outputs for it.
I saw a right thing and then it failed. That's not correct. Yeah. Disk is already being used by server. Can we remove the server from GCP and we start?
You want to remove the disk? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, resource is already in use by another resource. Because the disk is already mounted to the server, it won't let us remount it.
Is GCP base that it's in?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I could manually do it, but I feel like remembering to do in Terraform is a more useful thing to do.
Yeah, let me. Do you want to unmount it, or are you happy for me to just do it quickly in the background?
If you are able to do it in Terraform, it's deleting 4 lines or something.
I was going to comment them, but
or comment. Yep. What's my app.terraform look like so I can show what's going on? No, not even logged in. DCO GCP base. Here's some Terraform code.
You see, you won't be able to see my terrible commit messages.
Yeah, I mean, we see some of them.
I think my worst commit messages is when I'm being testing on something that needs to have a
commit
to do it.
Yeah. This is my 100th commit of the day just to prove something works.
Really tricking those productivity trackers to show you're a productive employee.
Cool. One image, and we're just deleting disk.
Does it force a recreate? I can't remember.
It was a squiggly line, so I hope not. No, squiggly line. So I assume a restart? Don't know.
Probably. And I guess also as we unmounted the disk from drive beforehand, it should be happier. It's not mounted. It should detach fairly happily.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like the client's Terraform's finished. Client's still up.
Let's try the job again. See if it can mount that disk.
Yeah, I don't. This is the issue I get with Nomad, where it's like it's failed a couple times, and now it's just like, yeah, cool, I'm out.
Put a different comment and convince it it's different.
I'm going to do it. Well, I'm going to just label properly and I'm going to purge the job. And then, though that finished, status failed, unplaced.
Is it a sizing issue or is it something else?
No, there we go.
It's pending.
It was being slow.
Just too impatient.
So that mounted, has mounted the disk.
Oh, I was trying to work. Do you have any idea how long it would take to transfer the thousands of state files from one system to another? I was trying to. I was looking at.
So the average state file is a couple megs. So it's probably only like 10, 20 gigs of data you need to send.
Yeah, but it's the bits that's going to be fun.
It's when you need to like decrypt and then recrypt the state files.
State files aren't encrypted unless you use. I guess the enterprise or cloud offerings have encryption at rest by default.
Or open source and do it yourself.
So only if you use stuff like S3 or the blob storage.
So I was with one of the clients I was on is they used that with it as part of their Terraform pipeline, they used Vault Transit Engine. The key was stored within the team's own Vault namespace, so only they could decrypt. And so they would have their state files would be encrypted at rest to a point where only that team could decrypt it in a crazy system.
Yeah, I think at some point I would like to build, because there is an option for a Terraform backend, state backend, which is just here's an API, calls that you need to satisfy, do the rest yourself. So I think it would be quite cool to build.
Look forward to it one day. We're slowly building all the infrastructure and stuff to let us do that.
Yeah, and then have that pulling box. So then it'd be seamless as part of the Terraform workflow. You wouldn't have to pass files outside of it. Terraform would just hit an API, get back a decrypted state file, and then push JSON data. I assume it would just go as raw JSON to that API, which would then encrypt it and put it as rest, and you can have the TLS wrapper for the connection. I
mean, it would be cool things to do. I think this is working.
I saw you booted the launcher.
I mean, there's one way to prove it really works. Then the last thing we need to do is we need to edit the Ansible code that Packer is using, so the config isn't trying to mount.
Well, we should edit the Ansible code for both as well, because we don't want it to mount regardless.
Which means that our instance will just start and turn on. And as we found out today, well, I forgot this is quite loud. As we found out today, Minecraft will auto start when the server turns on.
Luckily, the audio from your screen doesn't come through the stream, so we're not being blasted by...
It's just me hearing the...
Yeah, I think when we stream it, I turn down like game audio to like 15% or something. It's so loud by comparison to everything else.
Minecraft, which is a game that only has audio 10% of the time, audio is very quiet. I don't think this has started. Minecraft takes so long to start. We've been chatting for quite a bit.
I love how you don't just hit the refresh button to wait for it to be green. You just hit connect and hope for the best.
They do fundamentally the same thing. But this one, if it works, it lets me in.
Yeah, I think the refresh is a shorter ping though, I guess.
So the reason to click connect is a point of the server where the server will be like, username tried to log in, server's not ready, timed out or kicked. So you can see the connection. Anyway, that can just wait on the side. At some point, we'll see if that works.
Do you want to mess around with the Ansible and the...
Yeah, that's what I was...
Quickly?
That's what I was thinking. So in here, it is this config. We've already deleted it. Oh no, he's following that one.
We could leave that there, but yeah, it's just a file path on it. And I think in the role, in the main.yaml, I think we split it into its own role.
Yeah.
Mount disk.
Yeah, I suppose this whole mount disk stuff I can just delete. Yeah. Delete. Mounting disk is not hard code. If you are sad, if anyone is sad, I deleted it. We'll just go back and watch our old stream if we ever want to remember how we do it.
Or we can just roll back to the commit that it was pushed in.
Yes, it is also Git. Git will remember. Oh, I'm getting encrypting. I think that's me. God, so small. I'm getting encrypting, so I think it's about to let me in. Join the world. The only reason I'm showing this is I don't actually want to be in the world that long.
I'm intrigued to see if it's going to load our world. It looks like it's attempting to.
The server was struggling.
It's always, before we stream, normally I would jump onto the server because the initial load of the world
there we go.
Struggles.
Oh yeah, my crazy FIV.
No one ever sees this.
No one sees my. This is my normal walk speed.
Oh my goodness.
Unsurprisingly, I'm always out of food. Anyway, that is Minecraft working. So by default, this works now.
So we want to see if we can get that Packer build to run. It's the final piece of this.
Do I even have the Packer stuff installed?
I can't remember. Weren't we doing Packer through GitHub Actions?
Yes. I'm happy to download the code. I will just need to run PowerShell because don't worry about it. CD dev. Okay, and then. Do you remember what?
GCP Packer, I'd imagine.
GCP Packer, yep.
Knowing our naming conventions.
Already, wait. Actually, they were basically GCP based. I completely didn't even packet images. Yes, because I made a whole thing about how it shouldn't be GCP specific. And I stand by that.
No, I agree.
I love 1Password. Obviously, not sponsored and everything.
Is that the
The
first one
ability-
you drive for?
The ability to pull SSH keys from my secret store and just load it into the terminal is glorious. Anyway, now I don't want to run this code. I want to run this code. Pack images. Someday I'll remember the words I type. My client. Obviously, we should move these to be the same. I think that's maybe a cleanup job we want to do sooner rather than later.
We could just get it to pull. Yeah, it can just pull from the other one. I think it's the templates you need to remove the config from because it fails to find it fails that mount.
Fails to find the path.
Yeah.
And like that shouldn't be hard coded.
What do you mean?
Because this should be able to run on multiple servers. Can we change that?
It would, I guess, make it a packer variable, but it's fine. That will run on multiple servers.
Oh no, that's the find server. That can be hard coded because our server's always got the same IP address.
Yeah, that's fine for now. If we wanted to make this more robust and usable by other people, then yes. But for us, until we move off our central,
but it can be a packer variable, or what it should be as we get there is, I think, like storing variables in Vault. Sounds weird. You could just store it in Vault, and then if Vault events are a thing we can do, I don't think it is.
Wait, I think so. I don't think that's an enterprise feature. I think it's just in beta.
I think it's a cloud. I mean, yeah, it was a cloud feature. I don't know how they're.
It's definitely in beta in the regular binary. I don't know if it's
because that would let you pull. I suppose we have Vault set up because that would let you pull Vault variables in as GitHub variables. Git dot git commit -m beat.
Yeah, it's just a beta feature at the moment. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any indication whether this will be enterprise or open source. It's been beta from 1.13.
If it's a beta feature and they don't, if it's a beta feature in open source and then when they make it GA, they make it in enterprise, that would be quite funny.
Let me check. So the other one's like the high availability seal, because I think that's going to be an enterprise feature. So let me check if that has different docs.
I have never made a commit on this terminal yet. There we go. Git push. I didn't change to PowerShell. It's like, why does it not know who I am? Oh, which means it wouldn't have signed my commit. The only reason to sign commits in GitHub is it puts your icon next to the commit. Only reason it matters.
Gotta get that owner status.
So now if I do actions, this one, build packer. Do we have to manually change the image?
We'd have to do it through Terraform because it's still building off the regular Google image at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I would like to change that today, and I'd like to change that after this works and see if that one's,
Yeah,
because that is the like final final thing for this.
Well, it's a final bit of this. I guess the next bit associated with it would be getting the servers to build off an API call instead of having to go through TFC to get them built, as we do currently.
Yeah. You could build them off a Nomad job. If we set the main server as a client and it ran a Docker image that was just a Flask app that would call things, you could. I think Wale is looking into Cloud Functions to do it.
Yeah, there's ways to.
Is this big enough to see what's going on in the stream?
I can see logs, but
these
I
logs
can't really read them. I think anything that moves though gets really compressed. So when it pauses, it's nice and crisp. But then,
I mean, it's finished. It's now deleting the instance, and then it's got to upload it. I realized I could see the nice flow of like what was going on.
It changed and all of this.
We did 9 changed to okay. It's weird. 10 things was okay.
I'm trying to think what those would be. Like gathering data,
gathering facts.
Yeah, gathering facts.
We're skipping wipe nomad data.
I don't think that classes as okay, but I guess change. Yeah, you get.
I think changed is also okay, and there is one okay, so that would be the 10 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, there's 13 things that changed. I don't know. Oh no, it's steps. 1, 2, tasks, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there is 10 tasks and the skipping. But one didn't change. Okay, that's that done.
I was like, have I pushed my Terraform changes? But I have to push my Terraform changes to run them through TFC, so we don't have to worry about that one.
I suppose I can. I don't know what this doesn't output an image. Oh no, there we go.
Do I have?
Great.
Here I don't have Google Console open.
I have, but I'm now on the world of too many tabs.
Doesn't sound at all like you. You've got really good tab management.
Just don't. If I can do it, don't look at all of. Oops, no, don't look at all these tabs.
Wow.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem.
As I say, do you need an intervention? Do Wale and I need to sit you down?
As I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 different Chrome windows open as well.
Is this why you have to upgrade your RAM so frequently? Because your computer just can't keep up with your Chrome habits.
Yeah, I mean, what is
your?
I'm only using 20 gigs.
How much of that is Chrome?
2.
That's not too bad. In fact, I think they have got better at making.
There's a lot of like eco tabs.
Yeah. Because before they had the eco tab, before they brought those in, it would just eat memory.
No, every tab is its own process, which means there's not the standard like Windows locking. So it annoys me that we're not naming them usefully. But
what do you mean? Do you not like this
Packer date? Do you need to do it? Do you want me to do it?
I don't need to do it. You're welcome to.
It's on GCP base.
Yeah. It'll be Nomad client.
Oh, it's client. Was there Nomad client?
No, it's just client.
Client. Oh, yeah, it's client. Edit.
My memory wants things to be named neater.
Do you remember how this is labeled? This is.
I was opening GCP.
Oh, it's this equivalent. It's this one. I think self-link. Do you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think. I believe it is self-link.
I forgot about all of that nonsense that we had to do.
Yep. No, that's the wrong. Sure. Go change.
Oh, I forgot I set this up.
Other image.
Oh, Google now uses my biometrics on my laptop as 2FA.
Yes, Google is really pushing. A lot of systems are pushing for the passwordless login. It's good to know that we don't have to care about branch protection until we give them money.
Yeah, when I was setting up some of the repos, I was like, oh, I should have branch protection. I think if you're on a public repo, it will let you do branch protection as well.
It starts some things like that.
Oh, but if it's private, it won't.
If it's private, yeah, they need to give a reason why you should pay for it.
Which is fair enough.
Oh yeah, I've no problem with that. Like, if it's a private repo, you should be disciplined enough to do things correctly, or you have a reason to not. Whereas public repo, anyone can do it. So, or you'll have more likely to have more random people controlling it.
Well, you have more random people trying to commit and merge. So you want.
But even if you're in control of an open source repo, like, you'll have a group of people that maybe are aligned in thought, but maybe don't 100% trust each other, which you probably shouldn't.
There's that one person that won't follow semantic versioning incorrectly. You need to.
I mean, as the only person in this call bar that has not done semantic versioning with your last commit to this repo, I don't think.
I have a change log.
We, I don't know why it's saying so long. We started, there's a NPM package. I think it is for GitLab. I think it probably is for Git. That's probably equivalent for GitHub, which will tag and change log on a merge into master based off semantic versioning.
Yeah.
So we'll use your commit history and stuff to work out what you're doing.
I don't know. Very similar on a client site where we use the change log to commit into master. You have to update the change log, and then it will.
Oh, this is an automatic thing. As part of your committing to master, a pipeline will run that will generate your change log.
I'd be interested to see how that works.
I mean, if your commits are horrendous, it won't. This is assuming good commits.
What you want? Fix, feet, patch.
Fix, feet, fix, feet, chore. There's feet with an exclamation mark, which is breaking change. So that would be the increment the first number of the versioning.
What's a chore?
Like formatting and stuff. I mean, sorry, conventional commits is the correct name for it.
Yeah, semantic versioning is just the version number.
You should have a multi-line commit. You should have a body and footers for your commits. So yeah, you got the main ones are fix, feet, breaking, or exclamation mark. And then you got build, chore, CI, docs, style, refactor, perf, test are the main ones.
In my professional life, I'm much better with my commit messages. Not that most people care in any case.
I luckily, oh no, it's going to rebuild the image. I luckily have forced myself to do conventional commits since I really started using Git, because the guy that told me how to use Git was like, this is a cool thing that you can do with Git. You should use it. And I do. I then was like, yeah, sure. Back when I had time, I was like, I'm going to try and do things as good as I can and like use Vim for whatever I was doing. So I learned how to do it, and now it's just part of my brain is write, feet, fix, whatever at the start.
Yeah, I think if if I'm doing commit messages and I'm doing a big piece of work, I will just do git commit and let it send me to that text editor, write out that full proper commit message, and then push that. And then when you do the pull request, it automatically populates as well, which is nice.
That very much depends on the application you're using to do your pull requests on.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which ones I've used. The weirdest one.
I don't know why Terraform Cloud is being so slow.
How we hit our usage limit for the month.
It's because it's past 8 o'clock, so it's like, oh, we're just going to keep you here just to be annoying.
It's going to run us into the auto wipe of all our servers.
So maybe it's a good time for another country. So everyone's just suddenly going like, yeah, time to run.
So what's it, 6 hours? It's the funny weeks at the moment with the US where we're out of sync because their clocks changed last weekend. So
and we've got 2 weeks last change or something, 2-3 weeks last change.
Yeah, I wonder if it might be coming up to like the end of working day. Some people are crunching down infrastructure. Although I would be amazed if the TFC isn't multi-region.
It's not. It all runs in the States. No, it's what is it? Yeah, so it didn't used to be multi-region. It all used to be on the States, which is why no UK banks could use it. And now it is multi-region, but you can't guarantee you will get a agent anywhere near you.
Yeah,
I think is how it works. So there's
like those GDPR rules and data ownership with these cloud services. It's just
you just can't.
So much, there's so much hassle you can't because you can't 100% guarantee your data won't leave the EU.
Well, it just needs a control node outside the EU to be like, does any of the data really stay? Or does it like, obviously you can build these platforms in a way that are GDP compliant, but you might as well sell Terraform, like the enterprise self-hosted, which these companies want anyway. Because some of the bank stuff is like they don't even want the data leaving their on-prem services.
Yeah, it's a lot of data ownership, and they want to be able to guarantee what's happened to their data. And if their data has been written onto has gone to another server at some point, they can't kind of keep that audit trail.
Yeah, they can't guarantee if you send a thing up to Terraform Cloud that it's not stored on the Terraform Cloud's databases, which means someone without them knowing could get access to it or security vulnerabilities. I'm always surprised how dangerous it is to let people see your state files.
Oh, it's wild.
I still remember when I was chatting to a guy and I was like, oh yeah, the way I managed to get onto the way I was able to get onto the server for testing, I was allowed to, is I pulled the SSH key out of the save file, and his face dropped as the like, you can just do that.
If you're creating SSH files with Terraform, it's just an entry in that state file.
It's an AWS server. We're creating the SSH key in the Terraform code. That's why you should encrypt your state files, which we're talking about earlier in the stream.
But yeah, you have to be careful with that as well, though. Because it's one thing encrypting your state files, but you also have to be very careful with access to your runner. Because if someone has access to your runner and you're not using it, something like TFC, for example, say you're running it through Jenkins, if they have access to that pipeline code, they can just do Terraform state show and give the resource name, and it will spit out whatever resource is there.
So that's how within the client I was talking about, you have to have access to transit, which they have to load in a token at the start of the run, and then that token gets revoked at the end of the run. So you'd have to pull the token out, decrypt the state file to then Obviously, at some point, the state file is saved on the box, decrypted, because otherwise Terraform can't run on an encrypted state file. So there'll be a 5-10 minute window
that you could,
if you just sat on the box or if you had a script that just scraped all those files that would give it. So,
oh god, this is so painfully slow.
Oh, it's so bad. I suppose that's why we're talking about the API thing, where it's never saved. It's never saved unencrypted anywhere.
I think it still makes a copy locally, from what I recall of how Terraform works, even if you are using remote state, because it pulls the state file to the box, makes its changes, writes it to the local copy of the state file, and then tries to upload that to the state solution of whatever backend you're using. So that's why you'll get that.
That sounds right. So the box is running.
I guess
Nomad is not happy with it. Maybe I will log into the box and see what's happening. This is the wrong. It's got key gen. Oops. Systems gel status. I thought by default. Oh wait, yeah. I thought by default I had access to system CTL. That's a unhelpful error.
Yeah.
General CTL -u Nomad. Nomad is not secure. Failed to validate volume. You shouldn't be trying to validate volume.
Did you remove all of the configuration or just part of it?
I don't know.
Do you want to, I guess, open up the config file and have a look?
Config. Did I give it the wrong image?
I don't know.
After all that, if I gave it the wrong image, that's going to be 953.
Yeah.
So I really should have checked that. This is the problem with having images. They're named so usefully. Yeah. I was expecting the top one to be the newest, but it's actually the second one that's the newest. I mean, I would like to prove this works, but I'm also aware we are 20 minutes over, and it took 20 minutes to run last time.
Yeah, I think if the run had been as annoying, it's just flicked over to 8 and that run took forever. So I guess we've proved all the components parts work. We've built the image. And I guess you could, if you wanted to prove it, just remove that config block and restart the service.
But I mean, that doesn't.
Yeah,
I suppose for me that doesn't prove anything, because what we're trying to prove is the pack works. But it's fine. I think we'll run this through. If it doesn't work, tonight, I'll maybe spend some time before the next stream fixing this, because it's going to be some silly Packer thing we've not thought about.
I suspect this will work, but it's just going to take Terraform a while to run. So I guess, do you want to wrap up here and leave the suspense?
Yeah, and leave it for next time. Then we'll come back and do something else next time, which will be nice and fun.
Oh my god. Everything's desyncing.
So you need to find all your windows. Too many tabs.
The trouble is, something has happened with all of my video stuff. I now have like 20 different screens. Instead, it says it all in scene one.
Yay!
I'm worried if I click too many buttons, I'm going to break something. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Thank you for watching, everyone. I don't know why it does that. I think it might be dipping in and out of the VPN. It loses track a little bit, but anyway.
Oh, maybe.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We actually made quite good progress this week, more so than last week.
We've done it. We have
it's working.
The plan of getting Minecraft up through Nomad in a way that is automatic to restart works. We may want to automate. We may want to clean up the Nomad job and automate the Java deployment and all that sort of stuff. But this, in theory, means on Saturday when we come for Minecraft, we turn the box on. Minecraft, which seems like it installs Java itself, will spin up, and then we're good to go.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and we'll join you next week. You'll join us next week, and you can
join us next week.
See the cliffhanger that we've left of running that Packer image. So we'll catch you then. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.